Receipts in the building. On your own show. On your own show.
What's up, E?
What's up?
Out. Yeah.
We got a picture of your buns, bro.
Walked in the studio.
Let's go, baby. In my
Timeline
jumpsuit.
map.
We're walking
Feb
this
21st,
Upland
10th,
jam,
March
dude.
12th, that's
It's
the
how it go.
trap.
Be
Brought your
flowing.
own
Come
guest
on,
up,
man.
like,
I
remember
love
what he
it.
said?
Listen
Y'all
to the
gonna drop
song, y'all.
price straight from his head. March 10th, medium article. The words on the page inject additional Uppie. Same company, same stage. March 12th, you contradicted everything you wrote. That ain't a take, that's a receipt, baby. Quote for quote. On your show. On your own show. On your own show. I delivered the receipts where you couldn't say no. On your
That's
own
Kevin.
show.
We're gonna make Kevin a superstar. You guys know that's Kevin's voice, right?
Oh yeah.
This is Kevin's
I didn't know-
recording debut.
Exactly. I got a future, bro. A future.
I'm with it, bro. I'm here to promote it.
You can't deflect when it's coming from your camp. Your guest said it loud, I just turned up the amp. Your blog said the words, I just read them out loud. Your contradiction landed in front of your crowd.
What's up, chat?
All from inside your house.
What up, chat? What up, everybody? Welcome. Let's go ahead and shut it down here. We'll turn it down. We'll get back to reality here with our people, with our crew. Welcome to Upland Revival, guys. We're having a little fun out here, playing with some music, doing some songs. Kevin's debuting his rap career.
My new
We're
career.
gonna transition him from all of his professional businesses to a rapper. So we'll see how that pans out for our man. But welcome to the show, guys. Here, Upland Revival. We are excited. We got a lot of fun things to talk about. Kev, my co-host, my partner, how we doing, brother?
Doing excellent, man. Just hanging in there. Excited about today's show. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm great, dude. I'm working like crazy. So much stuff going on, and just trying to get excited about Upland. We're here on a fun Monday. They have another drop. I always wait for like the videos to come out, right? I'm always like, oh my God, I get anxiety when when their videos get released. I'm like, what are they gonna do to contradict what I said now?
Right.
What are they gonna do to do this? Are they gonna come at me again? It's just kind of funny, but no video. I haven't really seen any videos coming out lately, but we are dropping some sick updates and some crazy updates and some rather interesting updates. Why don't we talk about those, Kev?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, most of the viewers here know that we created uplandrevival.com. One of the nice things about it is we do kind of go over every new event that happens. Every time that Upland puts out a new Medium article or a new article on their website, we kind of go through it, and then we do something that's called Real Talk, and just to try to keep people informed from a player's perspective, kind of what to expect, what utility has actually been delivered, and give somebody general knowledge base so that they can make the best decisions as far as their Upland
What utility
investment.
has been delivered so far, Kev?
I mean, they're still working on it. I mean, obviously the big thing now.
Kev. I didn't ask you what they're working on. I asked you what utility is out directly for us as Uplanders right now.
I mean, the big thing is obviously, life is continuing to move. As far as the benefits, we're really unsure of what the benefits are. I think that the biggest actual utility right now are vehicles. Vehicles came back out, and
that's where I was kind of going. I wanted to talk about the vehicles.
They are giving that utility to.
So let's talk about that. What are they giving
that it's
us,
coming? Well, I mean, there's not really an official guideline. I mean, it's more of like they're going to basically help us build things quicker. I mean, that's the goal. Like it's basically you set that on a property, and your construction time goes a lot faster than what you could normally expect. And
so let's say I have a
that's
bulldozer,
beneficial.
Right? Let's say I have a bulldozer, right? I bought a bulldozer, right? So let's say I want to help someone else build a little bit faster. I can charge people to do that, can I not?
You know what? I'm not sure about that. I don't know if you put your bulldozer on somebody else's or near somebody else's property, if it actually can help the other property as well. You know,
Gotcha. I'm
like
just throwing out ideas, you know, things that could
yeah,
help actually provide a
that's
utility, you know?
awesome. You know, but
Yep.
they're
I know.
basically, when the article did come out, roughly April 23rd. I mean, they're basically indicating, based on the article, that within 2 weeks, you know, like, we're going to see a construction boost utility. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it's officially out, but I mean, we have heard some users and players make some comments that some of the other vehicles are working. So it sounds like they're shipping this out here soon. But as far as, you know, us having an exact, what this is doing for us, guide to go off of, I don't see that around. But
I
I
know,
mean,
because right now, like with all the life and stuff too, you know what I mean? Like even with all these things, there's not a guide to that really either, because right now I'm
right.
spending stem to feed my plants, right? And my plants aren't necessarily really attracting uppies right now, right? It's not an actual feature in the game, right?
I mean, who's to say? You know, I don't know
I
what
know
their
I'm
algorithm
genuinely
is.
asking, like,
They're
isn't
they're
that the goal, right?
saying they're saying that, I mean, I hear a lot of players talking about that the life in plants, you know, like, will attract uppies. I've heard articles about how they will attract, but again, you know, like, attracting uppies as of right now doesn't really
Mm,
offer any, like, great value, other than protecting, like what you've already accomplished to maintain your monthly yield. I mean,
yeah,
that's where I'm seeing it at this point here.
yeah.
So yeah, we got some players in the chat. We got team
Yeah,
in the
please keep
chat.
me
TN,
posted in
what's
the
up?
chat, bro. Keep me posting the comments in the chat because I cannot see the comments. So I'm gonna having Kevin look
Yeah,
out for me. So who we got in the chat, Kev?
I mean, we got a good variety, you know, like, of
Said
people.
TM,
We
my
got
boy TM, my fam.
Elijah's in the chat.
Elijah, my man.
Phoenix is in the chat.
Always.
I mean, Bam is in the chat.
Love it.
Uh, Ni- yeah, King Cody's in the chat. So, you
Bro, I
know,
thought you said Nick Eye,
just
bro. Did
some
you
of
say
our.
Nick Eye? Did you say Nick Eye? Is
Oh
Nick Eye in the
no,
chat, bro?
no,
Is
bro,
Nick
Nick
Eye in the
Eye,
chat,
bro.
bro? Is
Who's
Nick
that,
Eye?
bro?
Did you say Nick Eye, bro?
No.
Dang, that's a name, bro. That's the Upland Kingdom. I think that guy disappeared, bro. He was like an
That's
Octavius.
Yeah, that's Phoenix's old partner, you know,
Oh, that's why that's
the
Phoenix's bestie, bro. Phoenix's bestie, bro.
MITs, you
Hey, it's Phoenix's bestie. What's
know.
up, Phoenix? I love me some Phoenix. So Phoenix, my boy. He's the family too. I love all you
No,
guys,
no,
man. Love
he's
our
legit.
community. So glad that you guys are tuning in and listen to us, you know, go crazy and talk about all the things that we want to talk about here up and wise, because we obviously really want to benefit the game here and help the game grow. I would love to see the uppies really start to take place. I would love to see uppies be
Hell
attracted
yeah.
because of the plants that we're planting. I mean, literally, I was in Discord the other day and I was like, hey, can you guys go pet my plants, bro? Like, it
Yeah,
was just
yeah,
it's a weird, you know, because like I feel like if the game could get it all tied together, I can kind of see where they're all going with it.
yeah,
But I would love for them to come out with an official roadmap that explains, like, okay, well, here's why you buy a building. You're going to buy a building, or here's why you buy a property, because you're going to buy a property in Cape Town. By the way, Cape Town's coming out. Love me some Cape Town. That's going to be awesome. So here's what I would love. Why am I going to buy a property in Cape Town, right? I want Upland to come out with a specific and strategic outline that says, okay, properties come with yield. If you buy a property comes with yield that's going to get you monthly UPIX. That monthly UPIX is going to also be entertained in throughout the rest of the ecosystem. So you're going to want to buy a property in Cape Town that you're going to want to build a building on. What kind of building are you going to want to build on, and what kind of building
yeah,
can you afford? Right? It really needs to tie that all together so players know what they're getting into. Because right now you've got properties, you've got buildings, you've got stems, you've got plant, you've got uppies. I mean, shit, bro. I mean, and nothing is tied together. And I think that's me and your biggest frustration is we've been
sure.
promised for all this to be tied together for 5 years. And, you know, none of it's being tied together. And yet our graphics are still mediocre at best. You know what I mean? Nothing is really evolving like people are saying that it is but it's not really evolving, is it? I mean, yeah, we're getting a bunch of new features,
Sure.
but what good are features if they don't even connect the dots and we're not getting any benefit from those said features?
Well, I mean, really, the thing to me is that for us that have been playing the game for so long, it, we kind of have gained some tolerance, and we kind of, I
He
mean,
said tolerance, bro. He's being
in
nice.
reality, like we're willing to wait. But if we're looking at attracting a new player, some of these time frames are quite some time. I mean, some of these things, as far as the like the construction vehicles, we've been talking about since November of
Yeah,
2025, bringing that utility, and here we are coming into. I mean, basically, we're coming into May at this point. Like
yeah.
so. It will be nice to kind of see all of this come together. Like I'm excited to see things come together because
Me
I mean,
too.
obviously, we
Me
commit a
too.
lot of time to this, and like our goal is to see everyone become successful,
Yeah,
especially with the relationships and the community that we've built. And
yeah.
I want everyone to be successful at this point. And
Yes,
speaking of
yes.
success, I mean, K Twice, we kind of heard that the service structures were going to shrink, and we kind of heard that the service structure SU scores were going to drop. Were you paying attention to any of that?
Didn't they retract it or something last minute or something like that? What something happened? I don't know because I honestly been so busy, but something where
Yeah.
I saw that they were going to shrink the SU, shrink the buildings so that we can put more buildings onto our properties, correct? Right or wrong?
Well, I think what their goal, their intentions were awesome, because their intentions were that, hey, a lot of us planned out our properties, and if we shrunk them a little bit, then we could adapt it towards life, because it looks like
Yeah,
life is going to make its way. So it looked like the buildings, in between the buildings, we were able to basically put some grass patches, do some planting, and it made sense. It definitely made
yeah.
sense. But to me, the thing that didn't make sense was, like, we had X1 come on his YouTube channel, and he had talked about how the service units were basically the algorithm. The way that they gave us the SU was based on the size of the property. So basically, by
They would.
shrinking the service structures, it would dilute the amount of SU points that somebody would get. Like, and then right before they were going to make the announcement that these things shifted, like, they came back and said, yes, we were able to find a patch, and we no longer need to shrink your SU points. But the thing that alarmed me about that was, service structures for quite some time have been around, and it's a major part of the utility of the game. And the fact that number one, they were able to rewrite the code for the whole program, for the whole game, in such a quick amount of time. We kind of got to see the developers actually go to work and see how quick they could actually make such a fundamental change in the program so quickly. So it makes me
Interesting.
wonder why some of the other utility hasn't become available, because if they can easily fix something as big as structures, when structures play such a huge role in the
Ah,
overall algorithm of the way the
yeah, that's a
game
fair
works,
point.
it makes me wonder, like what else can they fix that quickly? Because it was literally less than 17 hours from the announcement that they came back and retracted. So that would mean, A, that there were internal discussions about the negative consequences, the blowback between the players, because they had indicated, they came out and they basically said that, that we're listening to your feedback. There were a lot of players that were disturbed over this announcement. So, we basically fixed it. We rescinded this, and made sure that it wouldn't affect your service units. And they were basically made out to look like they were heroes of the game by fixing the issue. and listening to the players that were playing the game and trying to do the right thing by the players. But to me, it just doesn't make sense that they could make something so quickly work given their history and their pattern on how they've been able to roll out utility and
Very
fix
interesting.
things within the game. Like, how did they fix something within 17 hours that played such a huge role, within the game? So it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder. I hate to say it, but devil's advocate here, like, was it a publicity stunt that they planned in order to evidence?
Well,
I lost you for a minute.
I lost you. I think I lost you for a second, but I
Yeah,
got you back.
everything refreshed. So yeah. Right
As long
on,
as we're
right
still
on.
here.
But it felt like it was a publicity stunt in a way. It's like,
So
because you
let's
can't
walk down that though. How did it get
think about
released?
that.
So how did it get released?
Basically, they did an article. They did an article within the game, in the game chats. They did an article on Medium, and
What day?
they on the 21st of April.
So 21st of April they came out with that, and they were going to implement it what day?
On the 22nd, 24 hours.
So they given 24 hours. They were going to implement that update, and so
A major update. So they already had planned for an update.
Yeah.
The developers already knew that they were going to shrink the properties, and again, I think they had good intentions. It would have been disappointing if we couldn't participate in life. Now we can participate it because we have more room in between the buildings, which is awesome. But at the same time, like, how was something so complicated fixed? X1 basically said that the SU is tied to the size of the building.
That's correct. That's why I'm like, this is weird.
So that would seem like a pretty big update, and then on top of that, for them to turn around with one so quickly. Were there internal issues kind of going on, like within Upland? It makes me wonder, like, were some people not on board with shrinking the SU? Because you really kind of come down to, like, people are buying. If someone's buying something and it's at a stated value, at that point it almost comes down to false advertising. Like, we could almost demand a refund. Think about it.
I was gonna say, because if that's the case, you can actually demand a refund for that legally.
Yeah. Like, you would think, because, like, if someone sells you something and it's supposed to give you a certain value, and then they end up shrinking the value, and then, like, so to me, it doesn't
like done with everything else in this game they've done with. What do you want me to say, bro?
It doesn't make sense, like, it just, to me, it just doesn't make all the sense in the world here.
Well, that's all I'm saying too, bro, is I can't wait for it to make sense, because yes, as disappointed as we've all been for 5-6 years, I'm still excited. I still love where I think Upland can go and has the potential to go, which is why we sit up here and do this shit on our pedestal.
Yeah.
We cry about it and whine about it, because at the end of the day, we want this to be so beneficial and positive for Upland. We want everyone to come in here and have an experience. Right now, you can't come into Upland and have an experience. It's just impossible. So I get why they're not marketing to new players, because they're not ready to market to new players. There's nowhere.
Right.
So technically, I should have no reason to bitch, because they shouldn't be marketing right now. But also, in the same breath, they said they were going to, because these features should already be done and operable and integratable with crypto, with NFTs, with the asset space, with online merchants, with all type. It should all be done, and all the utility with the properties, the life, the all the features that they want to do. If they can accomplish a pretty quick update that quickly, I feel like we've got some good developers. I think I met some of our developers. I think we've got some badass developers. I don't know what's taking them so long to tie it all together. I wish I knew. Is it money? Is it resources? What's holding us back from quickly tying this together, instead of now we're dropping Cape Cod, or not Cape Cod. What we're doing? Where they're just dropping right now? I can't brain for it. South Africa.
Cape Cod, right?
Is it Cape Cod? Was I right?
I think so. I don't
know.
Yeah. I've been a little busy today.
I know it's been a tough, crazy day. Been so busy. But either way, regardless, we're dropping another city. We're opening up another city release, you know, that's going to have more, you know, properties that people really don't understand what they're even there for yet, because we have uppies, we have life. We're supposed to be planting plants now, and farms and grass and all these other things that really have no utility yet, because we don't really truly understand or know exactly what they're going to be doing for it yet. Like, I
Right.
wish they would tie it together, make it so, even if it looks like mediocre, right? Like the graphics or whatever, if it looks like whatever, just get it done, integrate the features so that we can
Well,
actually have a game that we can play and come show up every day
sure,
and play
sure.
and get rewarded for it. Right now, we're not getting rewarded for anything. I think I just lost you again, Kev. Kev, you there? Is it me or Kev? I don't know. There's Kev. All right, I think trying to get him back here. I don't know if it's his computer or my computer. Kev, is that you? Oh, you're there.
Yeah, I got lost, man. I got
Oh, you're getting lost again. I'm not sure if it's him or me, guys. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me. Let me go to Can you hear me,
so there
Kev?
are okay, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay, awesome. So look, so I get all sides in players. I mean, we have some active comments in here. Thank you, everyone.
Cape
You
Town,
know, like
not Cape
y-
Cod, bro. Rip.
yeah, yeah. What Cape Town? Okay, Cape Cod, Cape Town. You're right. You're right. And again, I haven't read up on that yet. So Tim was actually saying that it's just a simple code rewrite. You know,
Okay.
like they did a fast rewrite. You know, UP2 times SU, which makes sense. It definitely makes sense. But again, they had to have understood that they were going to get some of the blowback. You know, like from the players, and it really kind of gave them the opportunity to be like, look, we're listening to everything that you're saying on this basic stuff. Again, it kind of goes back to, hey, you're part of the Upland, you know, you're part of like, let's get you to vote, let's get you to vote on what happens with the spark that's been burnt so far. It's kind of a way to kind of make us feel like we actually have a
Hey,
voice.
hey, you wanna know how much spark I burned from Muppies?
What's that?
I did the
What's
math,
that?
bro. Do you wanna know how much spark I burned?
I mean, of course, bro. You know what I mean?
16,000.
Yeah, that's crazy. I
That's
mean,
what's
that's
wild.
good.
Yeah.
It's good
That's
if
what I'm trying to say. It's
if
good
it's
for the
worth it. You
game.
know, if it's
Yes.
worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And we don't
shut
know
up,
if it's
Kev.
worth it yet. We don't know if it's worth it yet. You know?
I do, bro.
How
Because
many?
guess
Hey,
what?
how many
I
uppies
know.
have you bought? Have you?
Listen,
Are you buying
what
more
did they say,
uppies? Because
Kev?
I no longer.
What did
I
they
no
say?
longer know. You know
What did
what
they
I
say, Kev? They said specifically that we will dictate the
mean?
value of our uppies, right? Us. So I'm dictating my value.
Yeah.
I'm not letting the floors go under certain levels. So look at my little thumbs up. You go thumbs up.
Yeah.
I'm not letting my
Exactly.
floors. Our origin uppies, they will never drop on those floors, baby, ever. You know why? Because they're
Mup.
rare, and this is why Upland
He's
should give them the most utility. Because could you imagine, you know, going through just your properties and finding different benefits and bonuses from your uppies, even if they're firsts or even if they're blossoms. Right now, there's only 3, so they're still going to be super rare, and maybe
right.
Upland will come out and say, you know what? Guess what, guys? This is going to be our second to last batch of firsts. We said, we didn't know if we are going to do, but like, hey, maybe even limit some of the other uppies that are coming out with future generational stuff. Be smart about this. They can do whatever they
Sure.
want with these uppies. Like the board yacht club, all these whatever these NFT asset spaces, they can get so smart with this if they choose to. They really could, and they can start with the uppies that can be an incredible foundation. And then now you've got these buildings with troves and life and plants and animals and all kinds of other things that will attract uppies to your properties. So you'll be able to attract and acquire uppies in the game that you can then sell on the secondary market, because maybe you find a random one that gives you a random super value. Now here's what I want. I don't want just the origins to have all the stuff, right? I want all the uppies to have some type of value and quality and bonus. Like, I want you to find a level 8 generation that somehow randomly created itself to have this random super rarity quality that gives you a utility that says, oh, you're going to 20% yield just because you found this uppie. Like, could you imagine as a new player finding a rare uppie? You know what I mean? Just because you're doing all the right things, you're playing the game the way that it's supposed to be played, you're buying your properties, you're planting your plants, you're growing your buildings, you're attracting uppies, and you attract an uppie, and you get this little cheese ball that comes in there that looks like something whatever, and he pops out this utility, and you're like, oh my god, I got this utility, and now you're a new player in this game, and you sell, and you go to the secondary market, you're like, you know what? Maybe I can make a quick little profit with this and flip this for something in Spark or in Uppix or in STEM or however they're going to integrate the economy, right? The ecosystem, be able to sell it for any of these things in the open market, right? Secondary market, sell it, make your profit. Now you just
Yeah.
made something and you gave another player a utility from a rare uppie that they couldn't buy in the original market. Boom, be smart.
So we have a comment in here. I am having a hard time wanting to complete things that will burn for Spark. I've worked so hard for that Spark and have never paid a dime for it. Over
Bruh,
16K. Uh, I
bruh.
mean, that's a lot. And that's what players are going to be thinking, like in Swirly's in the chat
Swirly's
now.
in the
What's up,
house.
Swirly?
Swirly, my
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's basically saying that the uppies are not called first, they're the Frost edition, which we know that. Me and K Twice both know that, but I think K Twice likes to call him the first, so I don't think he's gonna change.
Mm-mm. It's not gonna change.
And then Tim is in here saying that the Uppie Discovery game will have small chances of befriending higher level Uppies. So
Yes.
Dr. Tid,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes, but well, I mean, but that's the
I
whole
mean, it
thing,
all
though. Is like
makes
they keep,
sense.
but no, but they're
Like,
saying that, but that's all we want is we want to see it come out. I want to see it come to fruition.
I
I
mean,
don't
it's
want to
been a
keep being
long
promised.
time. It's been years. And like
Yes.
there are a lot of people that are holding on and they're just, and I hear this all the time in my DMs and throughout chat channels and stuff that like we're just getting started. Give Upland some time to get through some of these challenges. They're the number one platform out there. They're doing all that they can do, which I mean, I don't doubt that they're the number one platform, but I mean, we have been getting started for years.
Yeah.
When can we move past the we're just getting started stage?
Yeah.
Like we went on Upland After Dark, and one of their biggest issues was rolling out a bunch of new benefits without the utility added to them. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's a major concern that major players have, and it's an issue. It's a major issue. So to answer your question earlier, is Upland ready to bring on new players and host them? I mean, in my opinion, absolutely not, because they would
No.
get burnt out quickly. I
There's
mean,
no new player that's going to stay. I mean, it's just not going to. It's not
I
going to
mean,
be that way unless they buy into the pipe dream that they are going to get what they keep promising, what they promised us for a long time, which is great, and I hope that happens and comes to fruition. But that you can't market to a player right now because it'd be false advertising. Literally, like it would literally be false advertising because you can't. There's no way to connect all the features. It's a broken game right now. Like you can't connect them. You can't gain utility. You can't do certain things to get certain things that was
well,
promised for a very long time.
I mean, I would say to that they do a good job of not promising anything. I mean, if you read their articles correctly, like if
Okay.
you read through them
Okay.
correctly,
Fair
they
enough.
never promise that anything is going to work.
You got me. Shame on me then.
Like,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I mean, shame on me. You know. Same thing
And
with the
everyone,
uppies. Like, I mean, they promised all this utility, and then they said then when the origins got so expensive, they had to come back and say, "Oh, we need to devalue our assets." I mean, crazy, bro.
I
I don't
mean,
know
that
why
was
they
just
say some of the
wild.
things they do.
That was a mistake, in my opinion. Like you can't
Huge mistake.
devalue
Huge mistake.
a company's assets ever. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense whatsoever for business purposes or for any player. It just doesn't at all add up.
Yeah, I
So
know. We got any other good comments in the chat?
no,
I
I
can't see
mean,
it.
not to say that they're not good, but people are just putting in their little sentences. A lot of playful back and forth with each
Yeah.
other. I mean, one thing cool about the community, everyone really loves each other. Like,
Yes.
and it is nice to see, like the friends that are in the chat. I mean, these
Yes.
guys, like we've all built strong relationships with one another over some time.
Yeah. I
So
love it.
the community is great. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think that's the coolest part for me is like I told you is being able to do this and regardless of how we feel, we all feel differently. We're all entitled to our own opinions because they're just our opinions. But no matter what, I think we all want Upland to win and we all want to win together. And I think that's the cool part about this community is that I've never seen a platform with this strong of a foundation of players that actually can band together and withhold and stand like the tell of time. I mean, dude, like 5 years, bro, of a lot of stuff that we thought was going to be completely different. 4 years of some pretty down tumultuous downturn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of losing a lot of value in our assets and what we've invested in, and we've taken that on the chin, and we're still here. And 90% of OGs are not. And a lot of people that were here from back in those days are not still here.
Well,
And
even
I've
if
got
you're here, it doesn't mean you're really here.
yeah,
And
because you have
I
to be
see a lot of
engaged,
the
bro.
OGs exactly that are here just kind of holding on. Like Swirly in
Yeah.
here, he's saying that he agrees the lack of utility can actually be able to, it would be great to basically see some of that utility. But one
Yep.
thing Upland has done a lot in the past year, basically. And
Yeah.
we totally agree, but
Yep.
rolling out features back to back and back to back, in my opinion, isn't doing a lot for the players' experience. They might be bringing a
Yeah.
lot to the table, but it's more of like they just continue. I mean, they're barreling through a bunch of features and giving a small amount of utility for the players. And in my opinion, it should be quicker. And then of course we have TM. He says, "I love you, Kevin the man." So that's always nice. And
Bro, what about me, dog?
Phoenix,
Dang, man.
Phoenix is
Where's
saying
my
that
love?
we're all one big family. So and he is correct when saying that.
Yeah.
It's nice that foes become friends. The Upland Kingdom Wars. Like Phoenix at one point was our arch enemy.
So
Now
funny,
he's our
dude.
boy.
He was still our boy back then, even regardless. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like, it wasn't,
yeah,
it's, if you bring competition into a game, then you get what you get. And honestly, I wish there was some sort of competition in Upland that would create that type of excitement and wanting to log in every day and be active and engagement. Upland Kingdoms gave us a reason to log in and screw around and have fun. And we dominated because we knew we
yeah.
could, we know we would, and we were had the leg up by coming in using our upics to be able to spend inside the game, which again benefited Upland. And we knew that, so we were trying to spark that economy in Upland Kingdoms, and we did that. And it was a lot of fun. And I don't think there was any, even Acero and all those guys. Like I still talk. Well, haven't talked to Almost Human in a long time, but adversaries they may have been in Upland Kingdoms, but they're still our
That
allies
was
in Upland
fun.
itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
in that game, they're there, but here in Upland, we're all allies. No matter what
I'm
happens, we're all in this together. And I think that's the cool part about what we're doing.
as basic as Kingdoms really was. Because sometimes I'd look back at it and just chuckle. I mean, it was literally just some font telling us who won, who lost, and kind of what. No graphics, no nothing. But man, was it intense.
Yeah.
Like it would be awesome to see something like that show inside the Upland platform. I really believe that they're moving away from third party like games. It doesn't seem like
Yeah,
that's kind of going
that's
on
gone.
anymore.
No, that's gone for
So
sure. That's the
I feel like players kind of had negative experiences, and maybe Upland tightened up the ship when it came to be allowing people to do that. Because I mean,
yeah.
for a while there were a whole bunch of little games and different stuff that you could do, and I don't see too much of it going on. Is anyone out there playing any second games that are tied to Upland at this point?
I
Just
think there's still some side gambling, some poker stuff. I think those are fun. I'm in a couple of those chats. I think I've got 200,000 UPX banked in like the poker thing with Shiba Master. I think he did that.
okay.
And I think that he still does a third party platform where you can buy in, buy out. So shout out Shiba Master if
That's
you're out
cool.
there. It's pretty cool, honestly. If I actually played, I probably would win a bunch of epics, but I don't want to take his money. You know what I mean? I want to win all the time. You know what I mean? So I
Right,
don't bet.
right,
You know what I mean? Because I win all the
right,
time.
right. Because you're always
But
winning in real life. You don't want to bring
hey,
it over to the
I'm
platform, you
I'm on that sleeper app, baby. I'm on one of the top earners, man. Come on, boys. Let's
know.
go. Come on. Where's Wolfie at? Where's my Wolfie at? Wolfie out there. He knows what time it is, bro.
So I mean, so that oh, and Swirly's saying yes, we have the Upland Fantasy League, and we have
Oh
seen that the
yeah.
Upland After
Exactly.
Dark. That's pretty
Exactly.
cool.
That too.
That's pretty
Hell yeah.
cool.
Hell
I
yeah.
haven't. I'm not a real
I
big
want to be a
sports
part of that
guy.
actually. I want to.
I mean, I'm sure you will be a part of it. I think they said what next season you'll have an
Yeah.
active role in that.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
so that'd be awesome. I mean, that seems fun. I mean, the things that the Upland After Dark show is really kind of pulling
No,
players
I love it.
together.
I
I
love it.
mean, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And I know that
Better
Swirly
go back on
put a
there
lot of
again, bro.
time into building that platform out, and the
Yeah.
feedback that I'm hearing is great. So great job on that, Upland After Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, so basically just to recap, I mean, the thing that really stood out to me was the fact that they were able to make a utility change so quickly. Because one thing I do know about Upland, when it came to the service units, is when they come out with a decision, generally they push through that decision regardless of how we feel. And they make it happen because they've thought it through. They realize that it would be best for the overall game. They don't really ever tell us why they came to those conclusions, but this time they got some pushback and they actually changed what they were doing, regardless of the reason why. If they did it because it was really in the best interest of the player, or if
Yeah.
they did it because there were some internal debates over if that was something that should go through. I guess in the end, it really doesn't matter, but the nice thing was that it did not affect our service unit score, which was pretty
Yeah.
awesome to see.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
so so that was pretty cool. So yeah, I
Dude.
mean, other than that, man, not a whole lot in on my side that's kind of coming out. I mean, obviously we had the Paris evolution. That's kind of
Yeah.
normal. Like we have the block explorers that are coming out with
You know,
the
I
new
did
block
I
explorer
did kind of
game.
like that because I do have quite a bit of block
It's good.
explorers. You know what I mean?
It's good. Yeah.
And I again that gives it more utility. So I was very excited about that. I've got some terraformers. You know, I OG man,
Yeah.
OG baby.
Hell
What's up?
yeah.
You know.
I
So
mean,
I
that's
mean, I'll
something
take
a
it.
new player can play. That's something
Yeah.
that someone can actually do, which is
Yeah.
awesome. It'll be nice to see how it actually evolves here before we give it our official Upland Revival blessing. But
Yeah.
it's a good start, like
Yeah.
to actually put some utility towards block explorers. I mean,
Dude.
because that was one of our number one collected items in the beginning.
I still have yet to receive my very first director NFT or my director BE Block Explorer. I never had one made.
Oh, really? Just what are you
Yep.
holding off on? Just
I've
in
never knew how to do it.
Oh man, that's so easy. You just go to
Mhm.
I mean, the city hall and make it happen.
That's it. I just go to see. I've never asked because I didn't really know about it, honestly. I just came in to play the game as an investment and then
Yeah.
fell in love with the game, and now really love the game and love to play it and love to be involved, which is also why, like, so just so people know, I might ask you guys some dumb questions, but it's not that they're dumb questions, but it's because I'm not really paying attention. Because I don't want to pay attention because Upland pisses me off. And when I pay attention, I get a little hot and a little heated and a little passionate because certain things were promised 5 years ago, right? So I love Upland. Don't get it twisted. I get like kind of flustered about it because, I want to see the best for it. And I think they could do it a little bit better and do it a little bit faster. But we also knew that we are going to be getting a lot of things that aren't happening. Go on yours. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Kev.
Oh no, I didn't say anything. I'm just reading the notes. Tim said that it's too late. You missed out. So they're no longer allowing the director's block explorers right now. He
Oh, there you go. So then you
yeah.
can't get it. Yeah.
So just creatine said basically that he missed out on his as well.
Oh
So
wow,
there
Swirly
it
just I
is.
just checked it real quick. He said we can now get it with no notice. That's crazy.
Okay. So
Oh
I don't know. I don't know
wow.
if that's changed or not. Swirly, you got some information on that? We can get them now?
He said they might bring them back, which that'd be cool
Okay.
because I never got
Okay.
one.
I mean, that makes
Didn't
sense.
you
They
sell
should
yours
bring
one
that
time, bro?
back.
Didn't you sell it to the devil?
No, no. Yeah, something happened with it. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, that was a pain in the ass, you know.
But you got it back?
I basically got blackballed for it, you know, but
Yeah.
yeah, I got it
But you
back,
got
you
it
know.
back though. The Penguins, bro. They can't mess with the Penguins, bro. Dang.
Yeah,
Crazy,
partners,
dude.
man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's me
Well,
and silent right there, you
I
know.
hope they do bring back the now that they've given utility to the block explorers. I do think they should give a one-time courtesy. If you've never done it before, we have 2 weeks. You've got 2 weeks. We're going to reopen it up for 2 weeks. If you can do it within 2 weeks, then there you go. I think they should give people the opportunity to get a director block explorer that have been around for a very long time. I think
Well,
that's fair.
you know what? I would argue on that just a tad because I would say that if they are keeping a developer busy to where they can't develop the utility for other
Okay.
things, like don't focus on block explorers, focus on keeping the
Fair enough.
players happy. You know
No,
what I
fair enough. Fair enough. If that takes a lot of work, then
yeah,
yeah, dude, I guess. I
yeah.
mean,
If it
dude, you're right.
does,
You're right,
eliminate it.
bro.
You
You
know,
can't be
yeah.
distracting these devs, bro. You know what I mean?
No, 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 no. I mean, I'm
They've
gonna
already got
buy them
enough
all
distractions.
a subscription to Claude Code because I think that they could actually, like utilize that within the game.
Bro, I hope they're using AI. I feel like they should better be using AI at this point, or, I don't know.
Well,
But
I mean, it could be difficult if you think about, giving your code to an AI that's learning off of your code. And again, like nobody else is really building a metaverse. I mean, like Coach Funk had made a comment in here, kind of saying, "Have any of you guys built a metaverse before?" Just a little sarcastic, fun comment, like
yeah,
obviously we have not. but
no,
but yeah, 5 years regardless if we have or we haven't. I mean, we could easily come out with utility before an item ships. That
yeah,
seems to make sense. It seems like most players really want that, and
yeah,
I don't think that would interfere too much. I think
no,
people would be happier. The game would feel more successful. It would
yeah,
give everyone that emotional high of actually winning and accomplishing things, because let's just face it, that's what we're missing.
yeah,
We're missing that emotional hook. I mean, we were kind of having a little conversation, K Twice, in the Upland Revival Discord. If you're not part of the Upland Revival Discord, join it, because one of the nice benefits of being a member of the Upland Revival Discord, the link is in our description. You get to tell us that we're wrong about something. So if you feel like you
absolutely.
want to come out and say something, I mean, like our website and everything, we've already done like 8 edits, based on community feedback. We're always willing to have a different outlook on things, but we definitely need participation with everyone to kind of help us do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think someone mentioned in the chat earlier, because I did scroll up for a little bit. I forgot who, but he was talking about how, we used to sell for UPIX or USD, or we used to buy and buy good deals because there was still meat on the bone to sell to other players, even higher players, to make even more profit. There was a lot of ways to make money, and there was so many different extra elements and layers to it. And now there's just not, right? The only way to make money now is if I want to go sell my I want to go buy my Uppies for $9 right now and then go sell it for 40,000 Uppies on back on the same market, right?
Sure.
Well, now I have to take that 40,000 Uppies I have to go buy a property in an area that I can sell it, or I got to go take that 40,000 Uppies and find a way to make some more Uppies to sell for USD cash. Right? You have to convert it in one way, shape, or form, but either way, you lose money. You're not going to make money unless you convert to the point to where
Sure.
you had this much 10x of Uppies and that turned into just 1% of profit in USD that you finally cashed out. So that's why I tell people, and that's why no whales are cashing out. It's not worth it to cash out. It's just not right now because you're not going to get any money for it. So at the end of the day, just keep playing the game, and that's why I tell all my OGs, keep playing it until it does work. Keep playing until they fix it. And yeah,
There you go.
that's why we're here, you guys. We're here to push a little bit of pressure on Upland, and you're welcome for it, right? Because I feel like since we've been
Right.
doing this, they've been releasing a lot more features this year, faster than they've ever done it before.
Right.
So I'm gonna
Right.
keep my damn pressure. I'm gonna keep my finger on it
I
because
mean,
I'm doing it for
they've
the community.
obviously been talking a little bit of smack on us, which is great. If they're
Cool.
talking smack on us and they know that they need to come up with a solution
Yep.
for our show and the different things that we say, and they're benefiting the overall community, I mean, I think we've done a fantastic job for the
Yeah.
community, because regardless of however you think about us, whatever you think, like I feel like we're getting responses quicker. Things are shipping a little
We
faster.
got an
More
apology to
communication is
Jones,
coming
bro.
out.
We got an apology
Exactly.
and we got an apology and a reversal to Jones, bro, immediately within 24 hours, bro. That was
That's
cool.
powerful. That's
Yeah.
powerful. I mean, maybe there were other things that came with it, but at the same time,
Mhm.
someone's. I mean, look, I've got the Google Analytics up. We've got people from overseas looking at our website on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Switzerland, England. I mean, you name it. I mean, and
Yeah.
these guys are there. These developers, like they're actually reading
I'm
the
so in.
information that we're putting down.
Yeah.
So did you see that Metaverse Millen, that we're going to
I
do a
did,
charity
bro.
boxing event with X1 versus
I'm down,
Kevin and
bro.
K Twice, and I did.
I'm down, bro. Let's go. I mean,
Hell
whatever.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
we'll contribute
It's
epics to the
like,
pot, bro. Yeah.
yeah, hell yeah. We'll do a
Yeah.
martial arts. We'll just go get trained real quick. It'll be like
Yeah. Dude, I got some people, bro. I got Liddell. Liddell's my boy, actually. I've known the Chuck for a very long time. I'll call up, hey, I need some training, bro. Let's go. No, but listen, here's the thing, man. Honestly, guys, we love being here. We love doing this. So we appreciate you guys tuning in, following along, and honestly engaging in uplandrevival.com, because without uplandrevival.com, I don't think that they would feel any pressure and feel obligated to continue to roll out these features the way that they have been and are. And we're going to
Mhm.
continue to, help. I think our ideas are actually helpful. I think they should come up with a monthly membership for. I mean, personally, I think if you're a chief executive, you shouldn't have to. You should just already get your yield. I think if you've already put that much money into the game and you are of a certain value, I think you should always get your maximum yield without having to do all the challenges. I mean, again, we have tons of ideas that we want to
Sure.
help up and incorporate, whether they're going to implement them or not, or whether they're good ideas or bad ideas. We don't care. We're here to talk about it, and we're here for you guys to talk shit about us because of it. We don't care. Like, we love it. We
Yeah.
embrace it. We want you guys to
Yeah.
talk shit. We want you guys to tell us how you feel, and we're gonna bounce right back. And if we cross a line or step a line, we'll take accountability for that, guys. We just love you guys. We love this community, and we are going to continue to pressure Upland to continue to thread the needle. Let's
Fix
go,
it for all
boys.
of
Let's
us.
go.
For all of
Yeah,
us. And we
yeah,
are doing it. We are definitely
yeah.
doing it. I hear about it regularly. I mean, one of a a high-end Upland employee basically said that our site was a bunch of
Funny.
conspiracy theory. And I heard from one of the moderators on the Discord channel that a new player came to them and told them that a brand new player didn't know much about Upland. They went over to our website, they read the website, and they said we were absolutely right. And then after they were told that they were absolutely right, all of them started looking at it to see why someone would think that we were absolutely right. And I mean,
Yeah.
the facts are, look, we have all of these diehard Upland defenders, constantly looking at every single thing that we post, every single thing that we say, and we hear some pushback, but not a lot.
Yeah. Amen,
Okay.
baby. Amen, baby. Preach it all day
Not
long.
a
I can't help
lot.
it. We keep it going. Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're gonna call it today
Yeah.
because
Let's
Daddy's gonna get
go.
back to his kids today, and we're gonna go out there. But we love you guys, and we appreciate it, and we're here to continue to help us grow and thrive and do all the fun things. And I will preach
Amen.
all day, every day. Let's go. We love you guys. Kev, have a great rest of your day, buddy. I'll catch up with you later. Love you
Same
guys,
to you.
community. Keep
Take care,
grinding.
guys.
Don't
Let's
forget
go.
that we are all in this to win this